Well, we've talked about our weaknesses. We've talked about uh, our strengths a little bit. We've talked about fear. We've talked about shame. We've talked about community and communication. We've talked about iron shots on the golf course. And before I end, you guys, I want to ask you one last question. Any final tips for our viewers on how to magnify our weaknesses and how to take accountability for our actions and strengthen our mindset, and how can we be our best selves as we become stronger at what we are not? Any last tips for our viewers at home?
You gotta grab the bull by the horns. You gotta go ahead and break through. Like I said, there's gonna be people there to help you. And I really hope that the viewers out there have that community around them that can help them break through whatever problems or barriers that they have. But it's ultimately up to them. They have to do it on their own. Nobody's gonna do it for them. Nobody should do it for them.
Accountability right there.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, Shamar.
And I think something that I just thought of is, we are often our worst critics, right? So we are so harsh on ourselves as human beings. I don't know why we do it. I think we were just conditioned to be really hard on ourselves, especially go-getters like myself or Justin, Shamar or Devontae. We are go-getters. So in order for to be go-getters, we have to be critical of ourselves and constantly improving ourselves, right? But when it comes to our weakness, there's a lot of shame, there's a lot of fear associated with it. So I want to remind our viewer at home, do what you would do to your friend. If you see your friend just flat out, no sugarcoating, just suck at something so badly, would you tease your friend about it? Or would you say, hey, like, you're struggling, like, let's work on this together. Like, what can I do to help? Do that to yourself. Be your own best friend. If you were struggling, what would you tell yourself? How would you encourage yourself? What strategy would you come up with in order to help yourself? Be your own best friend, be your own advocate, and be your own motivator. I think that's one of the most powerful things that I can share in terms of mindset and how you work around weaknesses.
Absolutely. Devontae, you got anything to add?
Yep. So I'll go ahead and end with a lot of times I like to tell people one thing you could do is I think it's Gandhi said it, be the change that you want to see.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So back when I was going through a phase in my life, I kind of made a commitment, right? I made a commitment to myself and with the higher power, because I am, not really religious, but I believe in something higher than myself, right? So I made a commitment with myself and that energy that, from this point on, I'm going to make a commitment to to strive and be a better person, right? Treat people better, educate myself, like never stop educating myself, and just, like I said, be a better person and all, right? And along that journey, right? I'm 25 now. Along that journey, there was a lot of challenges, like a lot. A lot of times where I wanted to give up, a lot of times where I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Excuse my language, but a lot of times where I just, just didn't want to, right? And it was much easier not to, right? But something greater, a greater commitment, a greater cause, me realizing my purpose and realizing that I had people and I had energy. I'm gonna say God, okay, and I had God on my side, right, to help me. So knowing that you have God and you have people in your life that want to see you and that's willing to help you, right? Though they're gonna come in at at the perfect time. This time you say, as soon as you was finna give up, or as soon as you was just like F it all, that's when God gonna step in, or that's when those key people in your life is gonna step in, and they're gonna, it's up to you to either keep going or just, you know what I'm saying. So, I want to end with that, Gandhi. Be the change you want to see, and promise you, along the way, it's gonna get hard, but you're gonna find a way to get over it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna find a way for sure.
No doubt. No doubt.
Exactly, Devontae. Things get tougher, we get stronger. Absolutely, brother.
For sure.
Appreciate that, gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'll end really quick. I'll wrap us up here and just let you know it is okay to look at what you're not so good at. Don't be afraid. Don't be ashamed of our weaknesses, because that's how we get better. I'll reiterate that. Just focus on your weaknesses so that you can build to become stronger in the future. And that's how we're going to grow. It's a never ending process. So enjoy the ride. I want to thank you all for joining us, our clinician, our youth guests. I want to especially thank you for tuning in to our episode of how to magnify our weaknesses. If you really enjoyed what you heard on this episode, please visit us at our website at brotherbewell.com. I'll say it one more time. Please visit us at brotherbewell.com for more Brother Be Well content and chats, articles, all that good stuff. I want to thank you again for joining us. As always, I'm your host, Justin Martinez. And before I go, I always want to remind you, brother, be well.